And after stopping in Nevada last night, former President Donald Trump once again on the campaign trail today in Arizona. You are taking a live look right now at Mesa, where the former commander-in-chief is addressing supporters as we speak. He is there rallying alongside Arizona Republicans and other conservative voices as they attempt to push GOP candidates, including Kari Lake and Blake Masters, over the top in their respective statewide races. Niall Stanage is here, White House columnist with our partners at The Hill. Niall, thank you for sticking with us.
Good to be here, Natasha.
So, Niall, the former president has seemingly been on the campaign trail kind of nonstop this midterm cycle. This is his third stop in Arizona this time around. Do we know if his endorsements and appearances are having a significant impact on these races?
It's more difficult to tell in a general election campaign than it was in the primaries. In the primaries, there's no question that the former president's endorsement lifted some candidates to success, to the nomination. But you look at, for example, tonight's event in Arizona, and you note that the two candidates, the two most prominent candidates who he backed, are having rather different trajectories in the general election. Kari Lake, the GOP nominee for governor, is actually ahead in the polling averages in her race, but Blake Masters, the Senate nominee, is trailing Mark Kelly, the incumbent Democratic senator, in his race. So I'm not sure how we sort of figure out or untangle the former president's influence when that's the case.
And I know earlier you pointed out something you're closely watching, and we know you're closely watching the speech for us and breaking it down. What the former president may say regarding not only his own false claims of election fraud, but GOP Senate candidate Blake Masters distancing himself from those claims earlier. Is that right?
That's right. Earlier, in the sense of a few days ago, Blake Masters was in a Senate debate against Mark Kelly, and Mr. Masters said that he accepts that President Biden is the legitimate president. That was not the kind of stance that Blake Masters took during the primary, when he entertained these false claims of election fraud in a much more obvious way. So it's interesting that he has moved away from that. In former President Trump's opening remarks this evening, Natasha, he did pay tribute to Blake Masters. I didn't hear or have not heard so far any pushback from Trump against Masters' apparent shift in position.
And you point that there may be a rare instance of Trump being upstaged tonight by a situation going on in Alabama. Can you help paint that picture and help us understand what's going on there?
So this is the former president's second rally in 2 days. He was in Nevada last night, and the Senator Tommy Tuberville, who represents Alabama, was speaking at that rally. Senator Tuberville made comments that have caused uproar, painting Democrats as pro-crime, but also making remarks about reparations and race and crime that many people, particularly Democrats, have criticized as racist, suggesting that the African-American community at large is criminal, essentially. That was the thrust of his comments. And that's why they have caused, as I say, such uproar, such pushback today. Unusual for any event that features former President Trump to find someone else making the greater level of controversy. But Senator Tuberville certainly did that last night.
All right. We know that you are closely watching for those big moments in his speech tonight. We will check back with you. For now, Niall Stanage, thank you.
Thanks, Natasha.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.